Hello, this is Vince from Sniper Day Trading, and this was the last portion of today's action. Market was a little jumpy today, but there were still trades to be made and points to be had. Let's see, let me go back and start from the beginning. You can just see I have things lined up according to just these indicators on the screen, but going back to the start of the day and into yesterday, which was right there. Let's see. Yeah, there's the first turning point. This is a nice continuation trade, and you can see this is as marked. This was in the night trading, getting closer to the open right around here. This was just, let's see, quarter to 6, which would have been, I guess, 9:15 New York time. But the first little push down kind of consolidated a little bit. No signal here, but I think this area right here would have been a good entry after the open for at least a small scalp of about a point or so. It does go a little bit more than that. Re-entry continuation trade right in here. Also good for maybe about a point. Looks like it could have gotten a fill in here for a point. Nothing really else in here on higher time frame charts, and the method would put some support coming in right in here. Here we get a swing back up into the middle as identified by this here. Pretty good little spot there for a few points. This up in here, change of direction back down short, and this was on its way to a larger trade to target. Initially this may have bounced in here a little bit more, but it took off again right in here. No signal here, but this would have been a pretty good spot there, and or just a little bit lower would have been still okay as a secondary entry if you missed the first one, to a larger trade to target area that I could clearly see in the method based on other factors which I can't really share, but that was a very perfect trade to target right down into here. This trade in here does line up, but a little bit on the high risk side. Does go up about a point, but if an entry were in here, I'd say you'd have to be getting out right in here if there was no fill there on a point trade. So this could have been a small loss if in fact this trade was taken. Nothing really exciting in here. Probably no trade for me and those trading the method. This right in here, yes, very nice little move in here. Goes up and you capture at least a point or better, maybe a point and a half, depending on which entry. But at least a nice little scalp trade in there, as well as this here. Now this one did have, I did have some trade targets set on this one. I could see I was doing some training videos again today for my group, and this was one target area with a second target area up here that I was able to identify. And moving right along, a lot of this was in the slow period of the day, but still just pointing out the moves nonetheless, just based off of this here. Let's see, this was a little bit high risk. I did point this trade out. We did move down. This would at least been a point, 5 ticks, point and a quarter. If I was trading that, I did see that clearly in the training videos I was doing. This would have been an okay spot, at least for a point. This actually did come right down to some very big support in other time frames, and the method would have told me that to look for at least a big bounce and then look at the price action after that. So this was a very, very key spot here for the market to hold. But nonetheless, you can see the areas here showing exactly where this secondary move takes place, just like over here. You can see that, as well as over here. These all really just line up, perfectly. This was a trade to target area late in the day, and I did call this out to my group. So that's it for now. Questions, if anyone has questions, feel free to give me an email. If not, we'll see you next time. Vince, Sniper Day Trading.